Well, hello. I'm gonna do my latest album rankings. Yes, it's a band from the 80s. Once again, that tends to be what I steer towards. It's not much quality stuff out, should I say. I mean, there is, but you gotta read it. Hit or miss. But when you take full album collections and rank them, now this band was around from 85 to I think like 2005. Their last release was in 99. They formed from the ashes of Bauhaus. That band would be Love and Rockets with Daniel Ash, David J, and David Haskins. Brothers with David J. David Haskins? What's his name? David J. Let me see. I forget their names. I know Daniel Ash. But anyway, Kevin Haskins, brother of David J. Anyway, band is Love and Rockets. One of my favorites. Saw them in 87. Opening act was at the Beacon. No, they were the main act. Saw them at the Beacon Theater in New York City, 1987. The opening act for them was Jane's Addiction. It was a pretty impressive show. But anyway, let's go with the album ranking. They only have 7 albums, so it's not going to be that long. But it is quality. That's what you want. Quality. So, number 7 on the list is it's Love and Rockets, Lift. There you go, Lift. This is a bit of an odd duck in their canon. Almost techno-ish. Now, there's some really good, so the song Lift itself is really good. Deep Down, excellent track, I like that. Delicious Ocean, but it's got some really, I guess it's for the time, it's released in 99. It's got some really weird, it's in 98 or 99, but it's got some really weird stuff on it. It's, you can tell it's Love and Rockets, but it's not what you're used to. And then number 6 comes this little gem, Hot Trip to Heaven. Hot Trip to Heaven. Released in 94. It's actually what I'm playing in the background right now. Good album. I liked it. You know, the song Body and Soul, really long song. Minimal song. But good stuff, you know. I wasn't even aware of this album for a while because I kind of lost track of them. And so I really wasn't paying too much attention to them. And then we have number 5 in the list. It's a self-titled album. Once again, Love and Rockets. Cool cover. This is a big album for them. This had their big hit on here, So and I. They reached like number 3 in the Billboard charts at the time. This is in 89, this album. I remember when this album came out. Good album. I mean, I Feel Speed, Motorcycle, more industrial, Teardrop Collector. Good album. It's not in my top 3, but it's good. Love and Rockets. There you go. Okay, so then we got number 4, and this album came out in 96, and it's called Sweet F.A. Sweet F.A. Love and Rockets. See, there you go. A weird promotional copy I picked up somewhere. See this cover? This is a burnt up guitar that they were at the studio they were recording, I think in LA, burnt down. They lost all their equipment, so decided to put it on an album. This is a good album. I really like this album. It's got some really interesting things on here. It's almost like David Lynch soundtrack music. It's really quite odd, but good. Okay, and then we go on to 1986's album, which is number 3 in their canon, Express. This is what turned me on to Love and Rockets, this album. I remember I first heard their cover of Ball of Confusion, but every song on here is fantastic. All on My Mind, big hit. It Could Be Sunshine, Holiday on the Moon, Kundalini Express. Every song, top to bottom, fantastic. That's number 3, Love and Rockets Express. Number 2 is their debut album from 1985, The Seventh Dream of the Teenage Heaven. Some weird art in there. This is a really good album. I love this song on here. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Saudade. It's like an acoustic instrumental, but fantastic. But everything on here, another fantastic, top to bottom. Seventh Dream of Teenage Heaven, fantastic album. And of course, the number 1 for them, which is my all-time favorite by them, Earth, Sun, and Moon. Okay? This had no new tale to tell. Mirror People, Lazy. This is it right here. Earth, Sun, and Moon. It's more of an acoustic album. I mean, they're acoustic based, I would say, alternative goth band almost, but given their roots of Bauhaus, is there any surprise? Really excellent album. Go out and buy. See, I had to buy this album because I couldn't find it. I had it and then I lost it. Who knows? Probably got stolen or something. And I had to buy it as part of this box set, which this is a pretty good box set. It's got their first 4 albums on here, plus some B-sides with their pseudo band, the Bubble Men. Let's see if they got pictures of the Bubble Men in here. I don't even know. Let's see. It came with this little package. That's them, Love and Rockets. But yeah, I couldn't find Earth, Sun, and Moon. It was just, I saw it on eBay and a couple of, it was super expensive. Super expensive, so I kind of just didn't do anything with it. So here's the back of the Express album. Wish I thought I had pictures of the Bubble Men. It's pretty funny. But anyway, Love and Rockets, recap, bringing it down. Number 1, Earth, Sun, Moon. Seventh Dream of the Teenage Heaven. Express. Love and Rockets, Sweet F.A. Fuck all, eh? Fuck all, because our fucking instruments got burnt. And then we have Love and Rockets, self-titled album that broke them into the mainstream, or probably broke up the band ultimately. And then we got Hot Trip to Heaven. You can hear in the background, Body and Soul. And then this little ditty, Lift, their, techno album. There you go, Love and Rockets.